Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Press Play's platform adventure game on Xbox One, Max the Curse of Brotherhood, which tells a tale of a young Max on an adventure to rescue his younger brother Felix, after wishing him and his annoying ways to another dimension. When the wish is mysteriously granted, Max is thrust into a dark and menacing world that poses challenges galore every step of the way. The main draw of the game, pun intended, is the use of a magical marker pen, which enables Max the ability to draw specific items to navigate the hostile levels. It's a novel way of solving lateral puzzles, and despite some inconsistencies and vague moments, is fairly enjoyable. As players work through the game, they are introduced to the pen and how it works with the environment, starting out being able to lift up earth to create pillars to jump on or move objects, paves the way for more intricate inanimate objects such as shaped branches and ropes, to more complex items such as jets of water and fireballs. What makes the game work so well is how these elements are interwoven with each other as solutions to the navigational puzzles. While some are a little tricky at first glance, with some lateral thinking, the solutions make sense and provide a sense of accomplishment when the correct action to take finally clicks after wondering what to do next. That said, the game does present some moments where performing the correct action doesn't quite connect properly and create some confusion, leaving the player unsure whether they are doing the right thing or not. There are also some very unforgiving sections that will likely challenge the mettle of the most calm gamers, simply due to some not so tight realisation, making them harder than what they should be. Aside from a few niggles, most of the game is fairly straightforward, with some reasonable platforming elements to jump around and slide through. There's a bit of minor exploration thrown in to collect hidden items, but essentially the game is a linear affair. What is perhaps the most notable absence from the Xbox One version, at least, are a lack of Kinect Controls, which seems like a missed opportunity. But due to how precise some of the actions have to be, it's obvious the game would have had to be redesigned to suit. But still, with the Xbox One having Kinect as standard, it does feel a bit empty to not include its use here. In terms of looks, the game boasts some bright and colourful visuals across a number of themed environments, which look pleasant enough, but don't push the capabilities of the hardware. There are some dark interior moments which feel a little bit generic, but the more spectacular moments of the 2.5D design do look very good. The audio is fairly tame here, with a constant soundtrack on offer to pronounce the gameplay, but it's not as intruding as it could be. The voice acting is well performed as expected, and the other sound effects are used well. That said, there's nothing really stand out with the audio and simply does what is expected. Max the Curse of the Brotherhood offers a fair amount of gameplay, but sadly doesn't really beckon players to try the game again once bested, bar a few achievements. What could have been neat to add some legs to the package would have been some leaderboards and perhaps a time trial mode, but sadly there's nothing beyond the basic game aside from replaying levels to hunt down the hidden eyes and relic pieces. To conclude, Max the Curse of Brotherhood is a solid game that is perhaps too complex in places for younger gamers and maybe not adult enough for those who are older. The game does offer reasonable challenge, although due to some poor controls with the marker pen and some vague unforgiving moments prevents it from stepping into something more than just good. Is it worth the price of entry? Yes, but only if you like to be tested and prefer to use your noggin a bit more than the average game. Max the Curse of Brotherhood scores 7 out of 10. I'm Rob Cram, thanks for watching.
Whoa.
Another piece. Well done!